Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of great millstone, rule, who have been a great example to the younger brothers of the truth. Like, in peace and blessing to the hopeful elect. Lord, will this edifying lesson. And this an article from New Scientist. Um, I guess it was posted November 9th, 2022. Let me see if I see another tweet. Well, that's probably November 9th, 2022. It say, let's just get into it. But it say, despite reaching 8 billion people, we must plan for population decline. You know, and the title says it all, and we know the wicked elite agenda is to depopulate the earth. Reduce, going back to the Georgia Guidestones, which was destroyed and removed recently, this year sometime. The first globalist Edomite commandment was to depopulate the earth to 500 million, a perfect balance with nature. And the earth has grown, so Esau plan ain't going how he wanted to. A lot of people dying, but a lot of people still being brought back in this earth. Esau want the number to drop. I was 7.5 billion last year, and it was saying, Esau want that number every year to drop down, by a billion, a half a billion each year. He don't want it to be going up by 500 million. He wants to drop down till he get it to where he want it. But let's read into this article. It says the number of people on the planet has hit a huge milestone at 8 billion, but fertility rates are falling fast in many countries, which means planning for an older population. There are soon to be 8 billion of us and counting. It say and counting, so it could be 9 billion. They don't fucking know. You can't count everybody on the earth, man, because people don't do those censuses and shit. People don't do that shit, you know. But it say there are soon to be 8 billion of us and counting. Yet while the world population is still growing fast overall in many countries, the numbers are declining or will do soon. He say the numbers are declining. If they ain't declining, they will do soon. So soon the numbers gonna climb if they not yet. It's so lucky about that. So lucky. It say back in the article. It say largest. Take the three largest. The population of China will begin to fall soon and could have by 2100, which we not finna get there for 20 100 2100. We're not gonna get there for the Lord getting ready to destroy this place. India will peak around 2050, and the U.S. population will from for fall from the 2030s if not for immigration. Uh, they say so. There are two distinct issues to deal with: rapid population growth in some nations and population decline in others. Many see limiting population growth as vital or tackling various environmental catastrophes unfolding around the world, as we report on in our article. They say, what will a population of 8 billion people mean to us and the planet? Yet the wealthy Westerners to call for lower income countries to control their populations simply in the name of protecting nature is hypothetical in the extreme, you know. Say that's what the Georgia Guidestone was saying. Decrease the population of 500 million, a perfect balance with nature. That was the number one wicked commandment on the Georgia Guidestone. Back in the article it say giving the rich giving the rich have vastly larger environmental footprints. Yeah, because they can jump in airplanes, jump in jets, you know, open up these big ass mass production plants, you know, driving cars. You go to some countries, they ain't driving in cars and shit every day, doing the things that you doing in the West, flying on airplanes all over the damn earth, factories and shit getting built, and you know, they ain't got no heavy what they call a carbon footprint, but they gotta depopulate. You know, it don't make no sense. It say which it all don't make no sense, but it is what it is. That that said, there are good reasons for fast growing countries to try to limit furthering population growth, as dis- discussed in our article, and that's wickedness in itself. Because what the Lord say, the Lord say, what the Lord commanded Noah and his 3 sons to do, and the animals and everything. Be fruitful and multiply, not uh, uh, divide and subtract. You know, from the population. He say, be fruit. The Lord say, be fruitful and multiply. You know, they say tackling population growth is key to fighting climate change, which is all bullshit. They say not the key to fighting climate change is putting the rightful rulers in order. In order, you know, stop chemtrailing the earth. Stop using HARP and your weather weapons. Damn demons. They say not least because rapid increase can lead to more poverty. What's more, two of the key factors in lower um fertility rate are educating women and respecting their rights. You know, going back into what? Educating women to what? Birth control, you know, um, damn, what they call it, shit, abortion, you know, that's what it's going to, educating women to birth control and things of that nature, and respecting their rights, going into what? Abortion, which all countries should be doing anyway. Anyway, declining populations can be seen as a good thing in some ways, less pressure on wildlife, more space, and so on. But having fewer working age people and more older people is a huge economic challenge. Yeah, that's why you're supposed to be fruitful and multiply. You know, the earth will work fine if you devils will just leave it alone, man. Salaki. It say apart from increasing immigration, there is sure no surefire way to stem individual nations' population decline. This means that in many parts of the world, governments be ready, uh, need to be readying care and and pensions systems to cope age with aging population. These trends are highly predictable over the next few decades. So there is, and that goes to that scripture that end with thought is that their house shall continue forever. Man, this place is done, man. This America, the earth as you know it, this shit is done. China, all this shit, Russia, this shit done, man. And they gonna Esau finna make a move, man. These trends are highly predictable over the next few decades, so there is absolutely no excuse for failing to prepare. It is also hugely important to invest in health. An aging population has much less impact if people remain healthy well into old age. And that's pretty much the point. Esau basically throwing out there like, we gotta depopulate these people, man. The Goyim. We gotta what I forgot how they say it. We gotta they call it some shit. Herd something the cattle. We gotta kill off the cattle, so to speak. We got too many cattle. Time to depop get rid of them. You know. But let's get this Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 16. And it reads verse 14. Ephesians 5 and 14. It say, wherefore he saith, awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead. You know, coming to the understanding of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Because he that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. You know, back in verse 14, it say, and Hamashiach shall give thee light. And Hamashiach shall give thee light. See then, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the times, because the days are evil. Yeah, because we living in some evil days. These are some evil times that we're approaching. We are approaching some evil times because we're about to see people die in mass numbers. Lord willing, we are part of the elect. People are finna die in mass numbers, you know. And I ain't talking about 100 people, got shot in a school shooting. No, it's gonna be worse than that, man. A couple thousand. No, it's gonna be 20,000 people killed by a tornado. Shit like that, you know. Or 3 million people died in a month from such and such virus. Whatever you want to put it, whatever they release or whatever happened. That's the time we living in. People, uh, uh 5 million people starved to death in America last month. You know, shit like that. You finna get ready to start hearing shit like that. If the power still be on, you have means to hear the news. A lot of casualties coming. You know, but keep going. This Timothy, 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 1. It reads, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of Yahweh, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. For such turn away. Um, but that's pretty much the point. The point is, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come, and we in the last days. Whether you whether you believe it or not, man. Let's go to this one. because Esau getting ready to lose it, man. You know, you got Rockefellers dying and shit. I mean, Rothschilds dying and shit. You know, the heads of the Rothschilds, the heads of these families. You know, the Queen, the old ass Edomites. They want to see their plan get off the ground before they die. You know, they want to see it before they go, man. Oh, let's get this Revelation 12. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12, and verse 12. It reads, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for for the devil for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time." You know, and that's pretty much the point. The devil, Esau, Edom, is getting ready to come down because he know that he have but a short time. He elite know that they days are numbered, like Jacob Rothschild, supposedly Evelyn Rothschild died. You know, these the heads of the Rothschilds, these top Rothschilds, and they kicking buckets, man. So you know they want to see it. You know, they want to see they plan get off the ground. You know, so they gonna come down having that great wrath. Great death is coming, man. Second Ezra chapter 16 and verse 18. It reads, "The beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death." Great death is a lot of people. Great mourning, beginning of sorrows and great mournings is a lot of mourning and sorrow. The beginning of famine and great death is a lot of death. The beginning of wars and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, yeah, because it's gonna be world war is gonna kick off, man. Before nuclear destruction, all these countries gonna be fighting boots on the ground, man. That's gonna kill a lot of people. And they're gonna be actually killing one another. There's gonna be casualties. It's gonna be going down, man. They say, "And what shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague and tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendments." Yeah, because the Lord sending these things. Verse 20 it say, "But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor always be mindful of the scourges." Yeah, because people not gonna repent. People gonna continue in their wickedness, man, and just be complaining and continuing in wickedness and catching all kind of hell, man, and not not think twice on, "I should repent and turn back to my power," because it's only for the Israelites, you know. Verse 20 it say, "But for all these they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be mindful of the scourges." Verse 21, "Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine." So a lot of people is gonna die of famine, man. "And the others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy." And those that escape the hunger, the sword gonna get them, man. You know. And that ultimate sword is those ICBM missiles, the nuclear destruction, man. That's the ultimate sword. Verse 23 it say, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be waste, and the cities shall be cast down. There shall be no man left to till the ground, to till the earth, and to sow it. The trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? And who shall gather them? The tree, the grape shall ripen and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men. Yeah, because it's gonna be a great death, man. It's gonna be like I Am Legend. When he was in New York and all he had to talk to was mannequins and shit and the dog. That's how it's gonna be in a lot of different towns and cities, man. You can be as pilgrims on the earth walking, and you go cross through different little towns and cities, and you may see a person. You may not. That's how bad it's gonna get, man. And you're gonna be the matter of fact, let's just keep going. It say so that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. Yeah, because it's gonna be that bad, and that's the point, man. Great death is coming to the earth. You know, it's gonna be so bad to where I'm gonna put a screenshot on it. That's how it's gonna be in the earth, man. The caption of the video. But that's pretty much the point, Lord willing, this was edifying. I want to end giving all honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rakakodash, double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone rule well, being a great example to the younger brothers in the truth. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom. Kwame Ashalom. Baba. Shalom.